What's going on, guys? Today we're going to break down the gun tight doubles formation out of the Pittsburgh playbook. Someone in the comments section chose this in my latest video. That's why I went with this. Let me know in the comments of this video what formations, what playbooks, what schemes you want me to break down for you guys in my next video. Let me know in the comments. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Notify when I drop all this content. Go ahead and like this video, comment, and enjoy. Let's go. Alright guys, so we're breaking down this gun tight doubles mini scheme out of the Pittsburgh playbook, and we want a route chem at tight end, so we went ahead and gave Vance McDonald the route chem ability. The players we're going to be breaking down here are flood drive, tight curl, Z-spot, shot fade cross, and cross wheels. We can also mix in the quick base and the draw. But the first play we're going to go ahead and break down here is the shot fade cross. And first we're going to do it versus cover 2. I want to show you guys that real quick. So as you can see here, this square route is very unique in the game. There's not many like it. It's going to destroy cover 2. It's just one of the best cover 2 beaters in the game. And then we also have circle on that crosser, which we know how good those are. We're going to be able to create a lot of different things versus cover 3 looks. So this play really can beat every zone in the game. It can also beat man because we have the route chem ability. So the first setup I like to do when we're facing a lot of cover 2 is utilizing this square route. So the other routes we're gonna make adjustments here are this. It's gonna be simple. So we're gonna stress the user with the crosser and the slant flat combo. We can lowball that slant if we need to, and then we can wait for the crosser. But our main read on this is this square. We're going to motion him out a few steps, and we're going to pass lead to the outside to absolutely beat cover 2. So as you see, we motion it out, we wait. He goes up the sidelines, pass lead outside, click on swerve. Easy possession catch, the deep half, and it's Honey Badger out there, one of the best safeties in the game. That doesn't matter. The deep half is never going to get out there on this route when they're in cover 2. As you can see, gets a clean break off. Just goes right up the sidelines. Deontay Johnson, just a nice big play right there. Coming back, looking at the other routes, it's just simple stuff here to beat zone. We can lowball that slant every time. And if we don't have anything, we're gonna eventually wait for this crosser to get open on the sidelines as well. Also, what you can do out of this play is put your tight end on a post, so you can do something like this with a little hitch like that, and then have the backside wheel concept like this, and you can just motion him out like that. And then now we have either we can lowball that little in that pocket to the halfback. So that's versus cover 2. Let's go ahead and break it down versus cover 3. Alright guys, so there's a lot of things we can do versus cover 3, a lot of different adjustments you can make, a lot of hot routes. But to keep it simple, I like to just use the motion slant with square. I'm going to go ahead and streak, triangle, motions. I'm going to slant, square. Then with the tight end, you can block him. You can kind of do whatever you want with him. I'm just going to put him on a flat just to be able to give the slant more room. And you can motion out the slant. You don't even have to. You can keep it how it is. But we're going to look for our crosser now versus cover 3 on the sideline. So let's go ahead and run it, motion him out. And we can throw that slant right away if we want to. But here we just wait for the crosser. Gets on the sidelines. Juju Smith with a huge gain. Let's go ahead and take a look at the replay now. Just one of the best zone beaters in this game, this play, because so many things you can do. But as you can see, Juju on that crosser is going to get wide open. I mean, you really have to use these routes to stop it. And then, as you can see, like I said, right when we motion hike square, on that slant, we can throw that right away there, right there for a possession catch. We can wait. Now we can lowball it here. So it really stresses the user over the middle of the field. Gonna go ahead and break down my other setup I like versus cover 3. And I like to flip this, have the running back go into the wide side. I'm gonna wheel the halfback, slant the tight end, and then basically over here you can do whatever you want. You know, I like to do a little. I probably like to streak. You could keep circle on his deep route like that. It'll still bring the zones back, but I just like to have a hitch just underneath the crosser as well. So this is the concept I would like to go with. But you can also have a motioned flat out with Juju, a motioned out route if they're playing back. They don't have hard flats. You can throw that too. Anything like that. But for the sake of the video, we're gonna go with that. Let's see what we can do. We can wait for the crosser. We can lowball that halfback wheel every time. It really it creates two wide openings in the zone on both sides of the field. Let's go ahead and see on the replay here. Yeah, as you can see, the halfback wheel is wide open. We throw it in the pocket, and then that crosser is about to get open. We brought the zones back with our streak. He has to respect. They have to respect underneath here with the yellow, and then this crosser is going to get open on the sidelines. Alright guys, the next play here is exactly what the play is called. It's called flood drive, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're flooding the zones, one of the better cover 3 beaters in the game. We're going to run this flipped and non-flipped. I'm going to show you guys what we're going to do here, and we're going to utilize that sharp corner route by triangle, one of the best routes in the game. If you have a guy with great route running, it's even better as well. So the setup we're going to do is just going to streak square. We're going to go ahead and drag the tight end, block our running back, and slant circle, and we're going to motion out circle a few steps. But we're basically just flooding the zone to the left side, and we have the backside slant in case and we can lowball that. They have to use that as well, so that's a really good route to mix in. But we're going to have the flood on the left side. If they play hard flats, we're going to be able to throw to that corner route every time. If they play over the top, we have the drag underneath every time. So let's go ahead and motion out circle a few steps. And we can just lowball that to circle every time possession catch. Just wanted to show you guys that real quick, but we're basically looking to flood the left side like we said. So let's go ahead and set it up again. See what they run on defense. We have the drag, but we're going to wait for that corner out on the sidelines. Possession catch. Nice completion. So that was a purple zone, or a cloud flat, I believe, and they still couldn't guard the corner route. So that just shows you how good those sharp corner routes are. But look how open our drag is. I mean, we can just take our easy 5-6 yard gain right there if we want. But we wanted to test that corner route, and he gets over the coverage onto the sidelines as well. So that's non-flipped. Let's check it out flipped, and this is the setup I like to do when I flip it. Is same thing. We're just going to drag the tight end, but here we're going to do the halfback wheel flat combo to the wide side. So like this. You can also do the slant concept the same. You can do the same exact play, just flip, but here I'm going to motion out square a few steps. I like the halfback wheel like this to the wide side, so let's go ahead and run it, motion him out. And we have the drag wide open for a big gain. We had the halfback wheel route as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the replay here. It's just easy flooding the zones on both sides of the field. Look at that halfback wide open in the pocket. Low ball that every time. Then we come back. Looks like they're in purples or clouds, so they bit back on the corner route, as you can see here. So we're going to throw underneath and pick up our easy completion to the tight end. Alright guys, next play we're going to break down is the play cross wheels. And this will also be cover 2, cover 3, man-to-man. It doesn't matter. This wheel route is so deadly. Then we're also going to have our tight end route chem come into play here. This halfback wheel is so good. It's like the one out of mesh post. So a lot of different things we can do here. First, we're going to run it versus cover 2. And it's simple. I like to just streak triangle. Put your tight end on that route apprentice post. And then we're going to go ahead and flat circle. And we're going to motion out square now versus cover 2. We're going to either be able to bomb him deep to triangle between the deep halves, or we're going to be able to go the outside with square on the sidelines with the nice swerve rack to the outside, because the deep halves won't get out there. So we have to read that deep half over the top, see what they react to. And then if both those things somehow are covered, we're going to have our tight end post, which is one of the best routes in the game, and then we're going to have our backside halfback flat combo that really no zone can beat. So let's go ahead and motion out square, just hike it before he sets. What do we see? We're going to be able to rack that wheel on the sidelines. Deontay Johnson, big gain. Let's go ahead and take a look at the replay. And, you know, it's just really simple stuff here. We can lowball that again as well to the halfback. We're going to have our tight end post probably not open against these zones. There's going to be a mid read over there. This cloud's playing it kind of way back there because on the wheel route, but that wheel route's just getting naked. And then if they were biting over there with that, we might be able to get to the inside on triangle. Just depends on how that deep half plays. Looks like the mid read's playing it pretty good though. But if we had a speedster guy there, it might get open over the top like that, capacity to inside. So that's the setup versus cover 2. Let's check it out versus cover 3. Alright, so versus cover 3, it's basically a similar concept. I like to do this flipped and not flipped, so you can run the same exact setup whether you flip the play or not. You can have the halfback going to the wide side or the short side. The wheel works both ways. But for this, the only things we're gonna do instead of streaking triangle, we're just gonna hitch him here, and we're gonna do the same exact setups we did on the last one. So this is what our setup's gonna look like. We're just gonna motion out square a few steps again, hike it while he's still in motion. And versus cover 3, that halfback route is pretty much unguardable. Just gets wide open in the pocket. If you guys see my other videos, you know how good that route is. But I want to show you the rest of the routes on this play. We're going to motion out. We can throw that hitch low ball, but we're going to have the tight end right there on that post. They bit down on the hitch route, allowing our route apprentice post route to get wide open. So let's take a look at the replay. Halfback wide open, as you can see. Easy money. Then we wait for the zones to react. So this linebacker here chooses the hitch, bites down. We're going to wait, and then we're going to have Vance McDonald getting wide open middle of the field. So that's versus cover 3. Let's go ahead and check it out versus man-to-man. All right, so versus man-to-man, it's going to be pretty simple. We're going to do the same type of setups. One thing I want to point out, you can just do a really simple setup when you're playing a lot of man-to-man, is you can literally just do this versus man-to-man. It's the most simple setup. We're just going to motion snap square, and this is going to absolutely torch man-to-man, either the slant or the post. As you can see, the post gets wide open, but you can just choose one, and they're going to have to user one. The man-to-man is not going to guard either route, so that's just a quick setup. That's why I love this formation. You basically just have a slant, tight end post or on every play versus, because it's just so one of the best route combos in the game, which I broke down in another video, which I'll put in the description. But so that you can do versus man-to-man simple, but using this wheel route will be crucial as well. So honestly, with triangle versus man-to-man, you can put him on a zig route like this as well. But I'll just keep him on the hitch just to keep it the same setup as the cover 3 beater. And we're just going to motion out square a few steps, hike it, tight end's wide open, wheel route's wide open. So definitely one of the better man-to-man beaters in the game. Let's go ahead and take a look at the replay. And if you also have speed at halfback with your team, this wheel route will get open versus man-to-man as well. We have Jalen Samuels there. I don't know if he gets open. He's not the fastest. Looks like he can still get over the top kind of. We can maybe lob that, but Jalen Samuels only about 87 speed, I believe. So if you had someone fast there, that will beat a linebacker in man-to-man as well. But here's our money routes right here. Is this motion wheel, just absolutely burns man-to-man. Doesn't matter who it is. And then we have that tight end route apprentice post, which is absolutely tortures man-to-man. So this play in general can beat every coverage in the game. Let's jump into the next one. Alright guys, now we're going to go ahead and break down Z-Spot, and this is one of the best stock plays in the game. It's a very simple setup. All I like to do with this is just streak circle, and we're going to be able to beat cover 3 easily out of this. If they play hard flats, we can hit that tight end corner, but if they don't play hard flats, we can hit that table route basically every time. So, like I said, if they don't play hard flats, that's an easy read for about 5 to 8 yards every time. Then the backside, we have that high-low combo. We know how good the corner route mixed with a backside deep dig is this year, and then we're going to utilize that on this play. So we're just going to streak circle, then we're just going to motion out the dig a couple steps. And let's check what we have. They're not in hard flats, so we can hit that little table route every time for an easy 4 or 5 yard completion. Go ahead and take a look at the replay. If they went to hard flats, so let's say he bites down even harder, and sometimes we'll be able to hit the corner out. Anyways, we probably can still hit the corner out there in a little seam pocket right there. But if they have hard flats with this guy, we can hit that corner out every single time easily. Then on the backside here, we're going to wait for these yellows to bite down, and then we'll hit that dig. I'm going to go ahead and run it again so we can try to hit the backside here. So we're just going to streak circle, motion out the dig a few steps, hike it. So we have the table route, but we're going to wait. We're going to wait for that dig to clear. Then we hit it over the top for a possession catch. The underneath hook bit down on the hitch. Let's take a look at the replay. So as you can see, we had the table route. It didn't even bite. The flat didn't bite at all, and this time he really played the corner out. That table route's wide open for about 8 yards. But here on the backside, we can lowball that hitch as well. It's really unguardable. And then we have that dig over the top that gets into this pocket. We have good accuracy with Big Ben for a nice completion. The final play of this mini scheme is called Tight Curl. It's one of my favorite plays in the game. It reminds me a lot of Stick out of Gun Bunch in the West Coast playbook. The only adjustments I like to make is I like to streak triangle, I like to put the tight end on that route apprentice post. Another setup you can do though here is just put him on a corner route, and now you're gonna have to choose on the right side. If it's hard flats, we're gonna throw a tight end. If it's cloud flats, we're gonna throw it a running back. So you can do that as well. But I really like the post because we're gonna space the field out better. We're gonna motion out this quick corner route to square. That's why I love this play. It's a quick, sharp corner route, and if they're not in and if they don't have cover 2 out there, you can hit that on the sidelines every time. So cover 2 is the only thing that can stop that motioned out corner route. Cover 3, cover 4, it won't work. So we're going to motion him out a few steps, throw that to the sideline, but then we're going to have these routes come into the backside in case that is covered. And then we also have our table route quickly out of the backfield if we're facing a blitz or if they're not in hard flats. So let's go ahead and run it, motion him out a few steps, and wait till he cuts. Throw on the sideline for possession catch. It's one of the easiest plays. If they're not in cover 2, it's going to be a completion every single time. Let's go ahead and take a look at the replay, see what we have. So we motion him out. The clouds can't get out there. As you can see, we pass lead to the outside for an easy completion. Check out what we have on the backside. The table route looks like they played that pretty well. So we come back here, drag wide open. We could get an easy 5 to 8 yards off that. And if they would have bit down on that, we have the tight end post. So it's a high-low read here between these two routes on the backside. Quickly, I wanted to break down the difference between when using the 2 runs in this formation, the quick base and the halfback draw, the difference when you should run each run. When you see something like 1-4-6, or you see like a three-man line, or a defense that's pinched in like this, or even something like a dollar defense, you really want to go with the quick base. So you want to go right up the middle with the quick base. Try to get up in a seam, follow your blocks. As you can see there, kind of a lucky block ship, but we have the numbers. Let's go ahead and run it again versus 1-4-6. So we go up the middle. As you can see, Jalen Samuels not the best running back in the game, but gets a big gain right there versus that 1-4-6. And now let me go ahead and show you guys when you should utilize the halfback draw out of this formation. Alright guys, so you should run the halfback draw when you see like a 4D line set. I really love it versus things like nickel normal, nickel 2-4-5 over G. That's when I really like to go to the draw. For some reason it works way better versus 4D linemen. You're going to have more gap integrity up the middle with this draw play. It's going to be kind of a quicker... the linebackers just can't really engage on it right away, and you're going to have good blocking on the line. So when you see something like this, you go to the draw every time, and you're going to be able to take it up the middle. Sometimes you're going to kick it to the outside as well. If you have a speed guy there, you can really burst to the outside right away. As you can see there, we got a huge gain. We'll go ahead and run it one more time. And we just look for the holes. And we see it right up the middle there. We take it, we follow our blockers. So it's a quick way to utilize the base and the draw out of this tight doubles formation.